out and born.
He's a multi-million-dollar Olympic gold medalist champion reiner. She is the top non-pro reiner in the country. Tom and Manny McCutcheon are a powerhouse couple in the reining world. Their 150-acre facility in Aubrey, Texas is top-notch, with full training, breeding, and rehabilitation amenities. Let's take a look.
The most important thing to me is these horses work for a living. That's what we do. They're top-level athletes, and I want to make their life in the barn as comfortable as possible.
With more than 40 horses in full-time training, Tom and Manny McCutcheon set out to build a world-class facility.
I love the layout of it. I love how it is to work out of. You know, and everybody that comes here and looks at this place says, wow, you know, you've really got all this stuff and it's so manageable. You know, we run this place with less staff than probably anybody else does that has our size facility, you know, and that's a big deal.
Builder Butch Reddish said drainage dictated the barn and arena placement, while cost dictated the metal barn.
Well, the metal barn, number one, will last a lot longer in this country. Wood barns don't really last in this humidity, and they're actually cheaper to build per square foot than, say, a concrete or a wood.
The biggest reason we did the longest alleyway is for the good breeze through there. North Texas has always got a breeze, it seems like, so we really used a lot of that natural cooling.
Tom wanted a really good fan. The thermostat eliminates where you don't have to go in and turn the fan on or off. And the oscillating part of it, you can use it for 2 stalls or cover the whole stall.
There's 20 stalls per section on a thermostat. There's a fan on each stall. The front doors are open so a horse can stick his head out. Every stall's got a window in it. I mean, that's one thing when I got with Butch about building the barn. I said, you know, really wanted to make it comfortable for the horses, horse-friendly.
With the blazing Texas heat in the summers, they also installed 4 air-conditioned stalls to help horses who stop sweating.
It's not uncommon for a horse in Texas to have trouble sweating in the summertime. They have to breathe real hard. If we don't have a place for that, we have to hose them down and do a bunch of stuff to keep them cool. There's no top door in there because we want to keep the air as fresh as possible. If you close that top door, they get a real bad ammonia smell in there. And, you know, again, I'm just not comfortable with our horses being in those stalls like that.
One ingenious move was to build a cubbyhole underneath each feeder to keep aisles open and clutter-free.
Tom wanted an area where he could keep, you know, substances like different minerals or medicines or something that the horse might have individually in each stall. So we kind of put our heads together and we came up with the idea of putting it underneath the feeder.
So having those cubbies is great because we can put we feed a lot of Smart Pack supplements here, and the Smart Packs for each individual horse, they fit in there so easy that it works great for that, and then we keep all of our blankets and stuff in there. So it just, looking down the alleyway, winter or summer, you have a really clean, neat look. Just pull him in the ground right there. He needs to come back to you more yet.
In addition to showing full-time, Tom McCutcheon also trains future reiners, like J.C. Marley.
Everything is just, it's laid back. You don't have to be uptight, you know, you can just be yourself. And it doesn't matter if you are a non-experienced, experienced. He works with everyone.
The McCutcheon reining business has grown substantially over the past 6 years. They now have a huge breeding operation.
We stand the 2010 Horse of the Year, USCF Horse of the Year here, and he breeds a lot of mares.
The main reason we put the dividers in there was so that when we close them, we can use that as 2 stalls. But if we had a horse that, say, had just foaled, needed extra room, we can take the divider, open it up, and make a larger stall out of it.
Well, anybody that's ever done any foaling out knows that it's It's a tough process.
Stay tuned for more Wild About Farms.
We put the foaling cameras in there on both of our foaling stalls and hardwired them right into our breeding manager's apartment, so she can watch them all the time in the comfort of her own home. Those cameras are a huge time saver and sleep saver of our breeding manager.
The McCutcheons also have a thriving rehabilitation business with one of the few AquaTread systems in North Texas.
We built it originally for ourselves, but then my father-in-law wanted to send some horses and my friends wanted to send some horses. That AquaTread takes about 80% of their weight off of them when they're in it. It's just really taken off. It's been a great business for us.
The McCutcheon Ranch has 8 paddocks for turnout, along with yearling pastures and broodmare pastures. All paddocks and stalls are equipped with automatic waterers. They also boast a 150 by 300 foot indoor arena with proper footing for reining horses. Shavings, oats, alfalfa, and supplies are all brought in by semi-loads.
This is probably one of my crown jewels in my resume. I am very, very proud of this facility.
I said, Butch, you've got 8 months. We got to be in 8 months.
It took about a year to build it. I actually lost a bet to Tom.
You didn't miss it by that far.
You moved in, but I kept on working around you.
Yeah, you did that. I think he missed it being completely done by maybe 2 months, which it doesn't matter. 1 day, 2 months, 6 months, he still owes me a steak dinner. So